that's how a lot of these things came into limelight, like AMC and the other ones, how they got attached onto the same
They all
idea
pulling out
is
though,
because
since
they were
stop shit right now.
they were all
Yeah.
most of them were other overly shorted positions. GameStop's unique because it was over 100% short. So the other ones that you've seen pop up lately, they're tangentially related because they are over shorted. So like you guys noticed, some of these companies are still valuable. That's what pissed a lot of people off. They're like, man, some of these companies are not fucking dead, and they're deciding if you're close enough, they're gonna nail you in the fucking coffin and kill you off. And
Yeah.
because you're kind of close and they're making money from it. So BlackBerry and the other ones, some of those people are saying, no, this one has value here too. They're doing some new things. But to boomers and other people, it kind of looks like, yeah, who the fuck uses the BlackBerry? Who uses Nokia? Of course they're gonna die. Like, but some of them have big short positions, but other ones is just they don't have a lot of short position. They just get beamed on, and it just fucking spreads. And some of
Yeah.
that may be intentional because if you have a moneyed interest, if you have billions of dollars, why am I not going to throw a few million in advertising if I can lower the pressure when you get other people jumping onto other shit? It lowers the liability and the pressure they're under from GameStop, which is the big one where they're really, really in a bad position.
Okay, I see.
So anytime that stock price drops and you get scared, you're not in this by yourself. There's thousands. There's people that put literally millions and hundreds of thousands in this. Like me personally, I put in 10 G's into GME and 10 G's into AMC.
Yeah. Some people are saying, oh, you have no hope against all the big money. They're just going to keep putting more and more money. But all the big money, they're not all on the same team. So it's very competitive. And even people that are friendly, have working relationships, you'll notice at work, even with your friend, if you're both up for a new like store manager position and it's life-changing career money, yeah, you're friends, but you're going to compete and you're going to try and get that position. So you got competing hedge funds and other big money. The second we show these motherfuckers bleed a little bit, yeah, they can be friends with somebody, but when there's billions of dollars on the line, you're gonna throw some money in there, and then you have competitors. They're not friendly at all. It's just another asshole that they don't know that they can make money off of. Then they also have enemies. So they'll have people. The second we loosen up their position, people will get behind us, and they're gonna make money helping topple that shit over. So every little bit is gonna count.
Damn. So it's like, I don't know. Basically, what I'm getting from all this, it's kind of like gambling almost, and it's like you have to really like know your news and like really understand where a company could be going. So it's like AMC. Let's say you save AMC stock now, and then have it after the the fucking pandemic is over and theaters open back up. Would those stocks soar because of that?
For sure.
It depends, but also
people miss going out.
Like, some shit's already restricted, like allowed to fucking go to like movies and shit. So like, the shit's definitely gonna go up because of that. Like,
So-
there's no reason people are craving it.
I think somebody said Elon, and other people were talking about wanting to partner with them. So you actually got a lot of support for people wanting to save some of these companies. Like, even if it's not a perfect company, like some things people do still see a value in society, and just because it's not like perfectly viable all on its own, if there's a way with a tiny bit of help, if we can keep this part of our culture. Like, I love going to the movies. I haven't got to go in a while, and especially if you're busy with work and shit.
People ain't gonna be watching.
But damn, it was cool to be able to watch movies on your computer. Like when you first started out, you could pirate shit or stream it and all that.
Yeah.
But I mean, after a while, gaming, my hobbies, my work, everything's on the computer. After a while, I got tired of sitting in front of the computer. I like
gaming is getting really boring now. Now that it's like I've done it daily.
I think that's part of just growing up.
Just
Bro.
fucking
I
the
think
virus.
For the gentleman who asked if AMC will go up once this pandemic shit's over.
Yeah.
If you look at the previous 2 years on the trend line of the price on AMC, the highest it's reached, I think, was like 30, 31, 31.20. The average is around $20, right? And it's sitting at 13.26. If you buy it AMC at 13.26, AMC will probably go around $50. But once it drops after this, and you want to buy that stock again at like $10, $9, and you think you can make profit off of it, go for it. That's not financial advice. That's just like in GTA.
Yeah,
if you want to do that instead of GTA.
GTA RP.
GTA.
Password though. Takes
I mean,
the
even
GTA
like
10 years to get you a new one.
even if you get it at $13 now and it soars up to like 50, that's still a pretty good profit. If you get it.
Somebody fucking email the GTA fucking designers and tell
Listen,
them
if you had 200,000 GTA monies and bought at $13, you'd be fucking chilling.
Yeah. Damn, you really gotta like put it into perspective, like what movies are gonna come out when the pandemic are over. Is there gonna be a movie everybody wants to go in the theater?
Like I said, just the raving of
those with
people
these
go to movies just for the fuck of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So there's actually. Sorry, go ahead.
The value propositions of the companies themselves are actually that's only like tangentially related. The major interest and position why people are taking these positions, that's a minimal part of all this. It's the like you said, it really is like betting. These people bet huge that these are going to fail. So that's the problem, and the economic interest was that they bet so heavily on one thing. It's like if you do any betting, the odds. So if you've got like 1,000,000 to 1 odds, you only have to put a little bit of money comparatively. So you might as well throw a couple pennies there if you can get. If you put in $1 and you multiply that, if you're doing a lot of betting, you spread your shit out. You might as well put a couple on this. So it's they've just bet so heavily. Like nobody usually pays that enough attention, and they have so much control, as you've seen. They're able to manipulate shit to go in their favor. They're so used to winning, they just got a little too greedy. They're so used to it's like their bread and butter. They can do this constantly, and they're making a ton of money. So they're like, okay, let's crank it up a little more, and then they just happen to crank it up too much, where people are like, wait, how the fuck are they gonna get out of this? Like, I think, like they did it too much without thinking they would be checked, and even if they did get checked, they can maneuver around and manipulate stuff to still get out of it anyway. So it's really, they never really can get nailed to the wall like this. So it's but we have a serious opportunity to really, really nail them to the wall.
Okay.
What do you think would have happened to CDs if GameStop actually went down? Do you think it would just what other platform or area sells CDs? Amazon, right?
Definitely Best Buy, Amazon.
I feel like CD is gonna become like vinyl. It's gonna be like collector piece shit.
Are you talking about CDs like financial instruments or like disc CDs?
Disc CDs for games.
I think it's gonna become like vinyls, like collector pieces and shit. Like imagine you're 40 years old in the corner of the room, you have like the Halo Reach hard copy still in that plastic covering. That shit'll go for a lot of money.
I used to be like big on having my game cases, but I stopped really caring about that shit, honestly, because
I actually miss that shit now. Like going through and looking at the boxes and reading the
Oh yeah, dude, that shit used to like
and you fucking
make me so happy.
You read the manuals and brings you back.
Yeah,
they don't even put dank manuals in games anymore, though.
It used to hype me up.
Or just the case or whatever.
Yeah, that
they used
Left
to
4
hype
Dead
the
2
fuck
that Left 4 Dead 2 manual where they had every
That's
description of like the zombies
The
and
ride
shit.
home in the car, reading about it, like it gets you fucking hype. Now, like starting
Halo
something,
2
it's harder to
manual.
get into
That
it.
Halo 2
Rollercoaster
manual was the
Tycoon.
best.
Yo, when you like
Favorite.
smell that new case, like,
Like,
oh, it's like fucking, dude.
Yeah,
That's like
I went through
9-year-old cocaine shit right there.
I went
remember
through
when
the
I got
Final
GTA
Fantasy
5.
VII manual like a billion times before I ever even finished the game.
Fuck, this brings back memories.
That was the big shit back in the day. Like I never even played RPG before in my life, but it was just such a big like blockbuster thing. It's the first major to me, like major blockbuster 3D thing, and that got me into RPGs for the rest of my life. I was
Yeah, I
like,
used to
oh,
have a
this
crush on Tifa. I'm not gonna lie.
is-
She had big mommy milkers.
Yeah, that fucked me up when Ares died. Like, I never had somebody actually die in a game. I'm like, how do I get? Where's my character?
I love Halo.
It's like Lion King all over again. It was the first movie. Well, no, I think Bambi. I might have seen
Did
Bambi
anyone ever
before
try
that.
playing Knights of the
Yo.
Old Republic?
I think
bro,
I've
listen,
heard of
I'm
it.
talking Halo
I
in
did.
middle school, bro. Smoking fucking Newports, mashing into your Monster Energy cans, dude. Yelling at your mom from your fucking locked door. Who's with me?
Hey yo,
Fuck,
people
okay,
push it.
I guess I'm with you then.
Beep, beep, boop, boop, boop.
But for anybody who just got into stock trading, please do take this into an opportunity, and please also realize this is not what every stock trade will be like. Like, don't, especially don't get your info from TikTok or like Twitter
TikTok
or
based info, man.
like,
TikTok,
I lost my house on TikTok, bro.
Yo, don't listen
bro,
to
like people saying, like you're gonna go onto your For You page and it's gonna be shit like this is the stock that brought in 1,500% for our Discord members, and I'm just sitting there thinking, huh?
Yeah.
Smells
Join
like
our
bullshit.
Discord to get free
I
stuff.
found like WBS in like a day or two before the GME stuff happened, and yeah.
This shit is the funniest shit I've ever seen in the stock
Yeah,
market.
there's a lot of not so bright people on Reddit and 4chan, but
TikTok, stock market, TikTok,
but in my experience, there are definitely some really, really bright people. So,
TikTok.
Well, yeah, like the like the people who originally started all this, like finding GameStop and the and like finding that so many shorts are going on. Like obviously those people have some brains, but
TikTok.
like the rest of us, like the huge majority are just like people who are just buying.
Stock
Wait.
market.
It's my
We can
first time
speak in
doing
chat
my
now?
feet and all this.
I guess
What?
we can.
some of the
Respect,
channels are like,
Yeah,
don't know.
like because before it was like only boosters, right? But now I guess we can all speak.
I think the main channel you have to be boosted, but then some of the others were restricted for me. I don't know what's
Mhm.
going on.
Yeah,
TikTok.
that's pretty cool. My dick is hard, but my diamond hands are harder. Okay.
Amen.
Yes, son. Did you guys
That's how
hear
you-
the Wellerman sea shanty on the GME? Dude, that shit was so funny.
I think I did. If it's the one
Hypothetically,
thing I'm thinking of.
if
Hypothetically speaking.
hypothetically, if someone were new to stocks right now, since it's the weekend, what should be on their mind? Like first thing, first stock.
First
Right
thing
now,
to
fresh.
first thing to remember, not every stock trader is like this. Not every stock trader is going to be a 100%, 500% gain. If you make a lot of gains, maybe it'll be 7%. Like not every trade is going to be fucking holy shit. I made 600% profit.
But what stock should they be looking at right now?
It depends. There's a lot of things you can look at, right? It like
Yeah, it
if
totally
you have-
depends
if
on
you
your
have
investment
profession-
strategy.
Yeah, if you have profession and like automobile industry and you know how to look at the market a little bit, like I'm a mechanic, I look into the automotive industry and I think NIO is going to be the next big thing by end of the year, or at least the hype is going to be real and it's going to bring up the stock price. I invested in NIO.
What are you specifically
Dude, the
talking about?
sports car of Neo looks sick.
Oh,
Yeah.
Neil.
Yo, hey, make sure you're looking into the companies that are gonna recycle batteries too, because once we
Oh
take
yeah,
off with
yeah, that's an
electric
up and coming.
batteries,
Yeah, like lithium batteries and
they're
stuff.
gonna try their best to recycle because we're gonna fuck our landscape.
By the way, none of this is financial advice.
Exactly.
This is GTA servers that we're talking about for any of the
We are trading money on the stock market in
I stole my
GTA.
mom's
Bro,
credit
somebody
card
fucking built
to
a
get
new
rich and buy
world,
moderator love, bro.
Oh no, dude.
in Minecraft.
Like riding.
Ouch.
Who's in a wind tunnel?
Ouch.
that's in Winport.
Ouch.
Who is this?
He took us outside to the store with him.
Paulo Bisamo or Bisano.
Yeah, Paolo. He's in the middle.
I stopped. He's good in my book.
Fellas, it was nice talking to you. Get gains. See you on Monday.
Peace, man. Take care.
Take care. I hope he realizes you'll probably never see us again with so many fucking people in the Discord server.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably don't even remember what fucking number he was in. Probably in here for so fucking long, sleep deprived over these fucking graphs.
Bro, honestly though, I've never had so much fun trading stocks in a while. Like
I mean,
this shit,
last time I had this much fun was fucking Ripple.
yeah, like this shit's fucking.
I missed the train on Ripple, dude. I bought that shit at like fucking 2 cents, dude. And
Yeah, even these
What? And you sold it?
no, I didn't at 4. Now it's back down to 20, and they're in a.
This is my first time dipping my feet into like international stocks, and it seems so chaotic.
I love feet, huh?
It's really not always like that. It's COVID and this GME shit that's really fucking it up. But like it's really not that chaotic usually.
Yeah, it's actually when I'm going to bed, I've been listening to this shit as like a podcast on the different Discord.
Is it hypothetically bad to
That's how you brainwash yourself, bud. Don't do that, dude.
timing wise? Should you purchase stocks like before it opened, before the opening, or whatever? What is it?
Just,
like when the market opens, like pre-market, you can't. I don't think you're gonna have able to
Well,
buy it.
I'm saying like timing wise. Do you guys think what's gonna happen there? Like
Timing wise, on Monday, I think it's gonna skyrocket, and then it's gonna have a major fucking dip, but just to try. So I think this is what's gonna happen. I think they're gonna extend their calls until next week, like the week after the coming Monday, and they're gonna want to pay the interest on it. And by that time, they're gonna want to try to scare as many people to sell their stock.
Yeah, exactly.
Dropping the stock price.
Yeah,
but
because
if you've got motherfucking diamond hands, hold that shit so tight. Like it's like your first time jerking off. Like hold it as hard as you can.
Think about how it looks. They're gonna be like, "Oh, everyone's gonna think, oh, I thought you guys said Friday. It's supposed to do Friday." It just makes it. It looks like. It makes it look like bullshit. It makes it look bad. So if they drag it out,
selling fucking small amounts of stocks in massive quantities to make it look like people are fucking selling shit.
Holy they have infinite money.
Yeah,
I got so fucking lucky last night. My fucking aunt's boyfriend gave me 300 to put in my Robinhood.
So is this about GME or AMC?
This is about GME. I bet you this is what they're gonna have to do, or if they were fucking smart, because I don't see them giving up for at least another 2 weeks. I do not see them giving up in the next 2 weeks. So this is what they'll probably do. People are gonna start to get worried. Wait, it's been 2 fucking weeks. Why hasn't my stock price skyrocketed? I'm eating $1,000 right now. People are gonna get scared. Fuck it, I'm gonna take the profit of 500 and I'm gonna sell.
Yeah, it's just a big game of chicken. Who's
yeah,
gonna
it's a big game of fucking chicken. They're not going to be able to pay the interest for more than 3 weeks. 120%, dude. 120%
yeah, but it's
of that stock available. That's over
you have
like
people that
50
cost
million
nothing
stocks.
to hold. So it becomes them literally throwing their money in a bonfire, and the bonfire, the more they're borrowing money on shit that they're holding more and more interest on, and they keep shorting. It's costing more and more money, and it's going to cost more and more to keep throwing money on this bonfire. And you have
cut their losses right now. They're going to try to
Most
get.
people blindly invest in are panic selling right now. From what I know.
You got competitors. You got competitors that are not going to be on their side when they see that all this pressure. The opportunities are going to come for big money to bet against the other big money. So it's going to be enormous pressure that people are going to want to stop throwing money into the bonfire, and someone's going to get thrown under the bus. And it's a very good chance that a lot of big people get thrown under the bus. They're like, look, dude, you fucked up, man. You way over fucking did it here. That's enough. And they're going to decide who gets cut off and who gets blamed. So
You're lying.
Nope.
So what is it about AMC then that's going to happen on Monday?
AMC might rocket with people trying to buy in because AMC's only closed half of their short.
AMC also has had a big short percentage.
But that's only 80%
But
of
it's
their
not.
overall.
It doesn't have
Well, it's
over
just like-
100% short.
Yeah, it doesn't have the potential to go skyrocketing like GME as long as you hold. Like AMC, like I said, AMC.
So
I'll
they
probably
will.
sell by
They will
Tuesday.
be able to cover their. They can possibly cover their positions on AMC, and it just
Yeah.
becomes a decision mathematically if it makes economic sense to do so and at what point. So it's not. It was not as smart to put money into AMC as it was to put it into GME.
Mhm.
I just
But-
assumed like people would want to like purchase AMC more, like the spike, because it's just cheaper per share. You know, and
Right.
like I know some brokerages you have to buy the whole, like the whole thing, like the whole share.
But that's not what you should be looking at.
Yeah,
Right.
that is a big reason why AMC became relevant is
Yeah,
because
it's been
the
going
price.
sideways.
Yeah, the entry point of GME that.
Yeah, that's what I was
over
thinking.
newer
Like I
level-
thought it'd be like easier for like new people to be like, oh yeah, so this is gonna skyrocket. That's what I assumed.
That's why I really want to have some way to educate most people that are in this, because people are going to get fucking scared, man. People are going to have paper hands by next Thursday. They're going to see that stock price sitting at around $400, and they're going to be like, it has not skyrocketed. Fuck it, I'm taking the profit and I'm going to sell. That's going to bring the price down even more, which is going to scare them off even more, and the big guys might win. So what I'm saying is, don't ever fucking sell until you see majority of WSB selling. That's probably not going to be the coming week. That's probably gonna be
Majority is going to be a lot of people now, though. There's
Majority-
like 6 million people right now. It's fucked up. Dude.
yeah, 6 million people, and out of the 6 million, I bet you so 3 million have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah,
I
I'd probably
think
say
maybe
more than
4
that.
million.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
more than that.
TikTok.
Maybe more than that too.
I'm one of those people, so can you educate me on what to do?
Hold on.
Here.
Just hold, don't sell.
More paper hand bitches in here, okay?
There's two main things that new people really get manipulated by, and it's fear and greed.
Exactly.
And you just can't let your emotions guide you when you're trading in the stock market.
Like, I
It
know
will
it's gonna be
destroy you.
fucking hard, man. I've lost $3,000 over fucking me being greedy and not actually being smart about it. But fucking trust me, man. If you really want to make it big this time, hold that shit like it doesn't exist. Just leave it in your bank until next week. If it goes up over $1,000 and you think you're happy you made it, fucking go for it. If it doesn't go over $1,000, don't you dare even touch that shit.
Just treat it like you
Fast
already
cook.
gambled it and it's gone.
Yeah.
Then you like if it skyrockets, you
Yo, Evan,
get a
what
little
exchange
treat
are you using to buy
for
GME?
being patient.
TD.
Alright, I have nothing at the moment. I've just put some money into a trading account. What would I do with that? Because I know the market's closed right now. Should I?
Where are you living?
I'm European.
So you have to also think the European market and the US market's different, right? You guys will get that
Yeah.
GME.
You can invest in the if you on certain platforms you can invest in the US stock market.
No, I that's what I'm saying. I can, but I only got my account verified like as soon as the market closed yesterday, pretty much. So what I'm
I
saying
would-
is, what do I do?
I would say if you can go into GME, but when the market opens, wait around an hour and a half. That's when
Until
the
it dips. Yeah.
The
huge
but what's a bit worrying is that
I know.
that didn't happen yesterday. As I
It did.
It
went
did.
down
It
to
did.
did. Oh, a big
Like at 10, 11 a.m. Oh,
It
okay.
dipped every day.
Yeah, it happened, and also it'll dip before market closes because that's when they were rushing the fucking funds to sell
Yeah.
off, and then I think GME went down all the way to 250. And then we brought that shit right back up to 320.
It was even lower the day before, right?
It went down to 193. People were fucking scared.
I don't
Don't
have
be
enough
scared of that
money
shit. That's
put
market
into,
I'm not
manipulation.
scared. Dude, when the price goes to 500, I'm gonna buy more.
Bro, think of it like this. You see that shit go down to fucking. You see that
I
shit
don't
go down to
fucking care.
193. That means GME's on
Buy
sale.
the peeps.
Buy more. Yeah.
If I'm gonna be a bag holder, I'm gonna be the biggest fucking bag holder in the world.
Oh, for sure. Like
There's like
buddy,
those people that are thinking the same thing. Like that mindset. It's pretty good for like this is the first weekend, right?
Well, the calls just closed today, so next week will be when the squeeze should start. If they don't want to pay interest, if they keep paying interest and they want to extend the date on when the squeeze is on when the shorts end, which is going to be billions of dollars, they're not going to keep that up for more than 2 weeks. If you can hold your stock for more than 2 weeks and they have to start buying off, this shit gonna skyrocket.
Dude, that's awesome. I like this.
It's actually just a time game right now because they know there's so much pressure from media and even law. It will just get worse for them.
Dude, CNN is on this, Fox News is on this, even the SEC is on this. They can't fucking manipulate more than what they're doing with Robinhood right now.
Yeah, they want to make us look like the bad guy.
They can't now. With all the fucking people that are looking at this, cheering us on, saying, "Woohoo, fuck up Wall Street."
Yo, we got big people on our side now.
Dude, we got Elon Musk on our side. That ended the fucking game.
It's a good thing that
Khalifa.
Yo. Yeah,
That's
she's
big.
big.
Hell
She's
yeah,
big.
boys.
Different
Yeah,
words.
big market.
She got big market.
Get these.
Yeah, she's big in pump and dump.
I'm about to... So Fidelity, I hear something about making sure just in general brokers make sure like the margin trade like lending is off.
Yeah, turn that shit off.
How do you even check that?
You go to your settings, it should be there. It'll
Oh, it says like, well, that's something for some brokerages. That's something you apply for, right? Like by default, like it's not even there, right?
when you
Yeah, usually they'll ask you while you're signing up.
For anybody that are that have more questions that think they're not going to be able to have diamond hands or that they think they're going to get scared off, please DM me, and every time you get scared, I'll give you a hug, and then I'll reassure you that if you fucking sell, I'll come to your house and cut your throat. And second, you'll probably be rich if you don't sell.
Shit, you could be my neighbor. Where are you? Shit, dude. Are you Norwegian?
I wish.
Oh, you sound like it.
All Norwegians have like big dicks.
Dude, I thought you were Norwegian. I'm Norwegian, dude. Your accent was like fucking.
I'm just drunk.
I like the game. I like the game of chicken idea though. Just the analogy of it.
Yeah. I just like diamond hands.
Yeah, and we have such a natural advantage. It's cost them so fucking much. The longer they drag this out. They have a lot more money.
My advantage is I'm a retard.
That
Yeah,
means
yeah,
like
Same. I kind of forgot what sell means, so I can't sell.
Make sure you guys eat a healthy breakfast before the market opens.
so that's
Yeah,
the
'cause you're
thing.
gonna
That
be
means
stressed
at this point, the best time to purchase would be that huge dip, like an hour after it opens, right?
But
Yeah.
you're opening on Robinhood, right?
Do you think there's something that's gonna be done for Robinhood and all the other fucking shit tards?
Yes,
What?
yes, for sure.
I'm hearing Fidelity's like on our side though, right? Like Fidelity and Vanguard, they're like, yeah, fuck them up. Like,
Who has which platform has the stocks and stuff open in the US right now? I'm sorry, I'm not from the US, so I don't know. I just got like Robinhood closed down, and
The stock market? Which stock? The US market is closed.
yeah, I mean,
Oh,
before it closed,
which traders
platform.
brokerage?
Yeah,
I think it's only
brokerage.
Robinhood that closed
Okay,
it. So
for Europe, I heard Revelant or something like that is good for you guys for Europe.
I just go through my bank, so like I don't have any problems like that. So I don't
some
fucking
people
know.
some people in the US use Schwab. That's actually my bank account, like my checking and shit.
I got
in Revolut here, out of Germany, but I heard of others that are using Trade Republic that they weren't able to purchase, like AMC and GME, stuff like that.
using Revolut in Europe is like the worst idea ever. The trades take forever to close, even normally.
Well, I agree on that, but considering the point that you don't really have a big choice, I mean, either you go for Revolut or you go to classical bank, which screw you anyway.
I gotta use DNB or Nordnet, which is the two I use. I don't want to fuck with eToro.
I hate eToro.
I made eToro yesterday, and I read that they forbid to buy GME2.
Yeah, I never used them before, but I think maybe it could be good for some newer people, but I don't know. Like you can't you do like fractional stuff on there?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know.
You guys are still gonna wait. You said something about opening on Robinhood. Is that how that works?
If you guys want to know, like, for anybody that's like wanting to know which broker is good or not, if New York Stock Exchange didn't put a pause on let's say like New York Stock Exchange said, we're gonna fucking close down trading on GME for a little bit, and then your fucking broker said, all right, we're gonna stop it for until New York Exchange opens it back up, then that's good. But if in case of Robinhood, no one said they're gonna shut it down. New York Exchange literally said keep trading, and they didn't. So that's why Robinhood is being a piece of shit.
Yeah, like the biggest thing is they allowed people to sell, but they didn't allow people to buy,
which is the fucking problem.
Which is like the definition of corporate monopoly.
They wanted people to sell. I think
that works to the benefit of the other side.
I think they wanted people to sell.
Yeah. That was the point, because you could only sell, no one could buy. Then it just forced the price down, and it made
they
people
forcibly
panic.
canceled people's orders and to try and get the other side back. Yeah, that's intentional.
And not only that, they forcibly closed people's positions as well. So you had people up over 300. They halted shit. Then they ping ponged the shit down.
That's
with
fucked up.
Low volume. There's low volume trades. They're just shuffling it back and forth to each other. They machined it down, collapsed a bunch of people's stop losses, and forcefully closed positions on people. So even one dude is showing 4,500 shares that was at 323 1 second, and then 112 or 113 they closed all the shit down, and they said that it was too volatile, so they did it for his own good, for his protection.
Now, was that a position, like an actual holding position, or was that an options position? Because I have not been able to see anyone who had a holdings position forcibly closed and sold, but I've seen options canceled, and I've seen like buy orders canceled, but I've not seen anyone's positions, like normal position holdings, closed. I've only seen everything else.
Yeah.
Either way, it's still scummy. I know what they're doing it for is trying to push back the other side, because if you overshort a stock too much, then I mean it's physically impossible to buy back. But
yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, lawsuits and shit, is it possible for fucking
either way
accounts to be frozen if shit gets too hairy? That's what
if you guys want to know,
what about Webull? They closed down, but they
Webull
opened up
also
earlier,
closed.
right?
Yeah, Webull also closed down.
But for them,
even
it
with
was.
Robinhood,
They had
even
like
with
a
Robinhood
different
back
reason,
up
right?
now. No, it's basically the same thing. That's like for your own good.
No, it wasn't for your own good on Webull. It was their.
It was differently worded.
I think they said something about.
It was the volatility.
If you guys want to,
No, Webull blamed Wall Street, and then Robinhood said they were protecting us.
if you guys want to take time, go to YouTube and search Robinhood CEO speaks to or just like search up Robinhood CNN, and the first first video on the top is the one you want to look.
Dude,
This shit shows you why Robinhood is a piece of shit.
Bro, did you hear him trying to justify his shit? And the dude asked, he's like, the SEC.
Dude, Buddy doesn't answer a single question.
Not even one. Not even one. I've seen that. It's just bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's been viral already. Yeah.
I'm just doing it to protect my customers.
He's like,
Okay,
yeah,
we get it, but why did you
those
stop the
stocks.
trading? Why didn't you stop sell either?
Yeah, it's like it's a free market. Like us as traders, like we know our risks. Like you don't have to fucking step in and do it.
Exactly.
Like, and that's
Yep,
illegal.
I know my risk
since
is
it's a
why I'm
true-
buying more at 500.
Yeah, exactly. And it's completely up to us. The whole concept of a free
Yeah,
market.
exactly.
Him
Yeah.
getting in the way of that without the New York Stock Exchange coming in and saying to do that, that's completely against the law.
Yeah, but isn't there anything that can be done? Because like this is seen as perceived as an attack by the people on the market and big corporations. Won't there be any legal repercussions? Like
there is
isn't it
legal
risky right now to buy more?
Well, that's
No.
why they've been pushing for uniparty and censorship. It's easier to silence people, shut them up, and pack the courts to make sure things go their way. So that's why some people have been fighting against censorship and things like that, because it makes it easier to shove shit under the rug and have shit go your way. So.
Yep, but the current thing that's going on, I don't know if anyone, I'm sure everyone's heard about it by now, but there was a class action lawsuit filed in, I think it was New York, against Robinhood, and I believe they named a couple other places as well that are doing it, but the big one's Robinhood because of what they did. So they actually do have a legal class action lawsuit.
Yeah,
Robinhood is. Oh, sorry.
Can I say something real quick? The CEO of Robinhood looks just like Kylo Ren.
I think it looks like a vampire.
Maybe a little bit.
That's all a part of the strategy, though. They know they can lose.
His
money
name's
in
literally
business,
Vlad.
reputation, and
Yeah.
all.
Shit.
It is, yeah, Vladimir.
His name's Vlad.
Would you trust somebody named Vlad?
Fucking Voldemort.
Well, here's a question for you guys. If someone who has more than just 1 or 2 shares in Robinhood, like a substantial portion of
You can move them.
holdings, I know you can move them, but the problem is moving your positions to another place. Normally, you have to pay a fee for that. And I was looking at E-Trade because it's very versatile, but it's a $75 fee, and I'd rather skirt that.
Fucking Weeble covers it up to $100.
Yeah. And
Say again, Weeble.
Yeah, Weeble covers it up to like $100 or some shit. But I would suggest not fucking transferring it right now, at least. Yeah, I mean, because that shit can get caught up. But
But if you're gonna buy more, use another platform and then just keep what you have right now.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not gonna be selling anytime soon. It's just the majority of my holdings in Tesla and stuff. That's like side stuff that I do. I've been wanting to move over though to something else because I don't want to deal with Robinhood anymore. They've just given me so many problems the last couple of years.
I don't know if you have to move your whole portfolio or not, or if you could just move like separate shit. But I would keep like the hot shit on. But if you got
everything is on sale, to be honest, right now. So I think it's easier you just remove, in my opinion, you remove all your money and then just transfer quickly within days to the next one.
And then it doesn't go through until fucking Wednesday, and you miss the fucking.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I rather
that's like kind of risky.
Just leave your shit now where it's at.
Leave it, and if you're gonna buy more, then go to like use Weeble.
Yeah, I don't plan on selling anything at the moment. That's the point. I don't have. There's no anything that I really need a time for selling.
Fuck you while it's transferring. Yeah, I mean that shit could be in the air for fucking a week, and you just can't do anything with it. You know what I mean?
You'll be in limbo, dude.
So on Monday,
I don't plan on doing anything with it. It's just me holding it anyway. Like a week is irrelevant to me.
So which platforms will be open on Monday? Do you reckon that will be allowed us to trade GME? Do you think any will be
Literally
open?
every single broker should be open legally.
Which ones only allow you to buy one?
Robinhood is limiting to 1 share. They limited it to 5 this morning or yesterday morning, but they limited it to 1 like halfway through the day.
Trading 2 on 2 is allowing you to buy as well.
Like,
wait, they reduced it?
Yeah, they reduced it. I put an order in for 3, and they said I couldn't do 5, so I put 3 in yesterday morning, and it didn't go down to the price I wanted by halfway through the day. So I tried to put 3 in again at a higher price, and it put me down to 1.
Is Fidelity limiting?
I am unsure.
No, it's not.
And don't use Robinhood, use Fidelity.
sure, doesn't like Fidelity have a lot of GameStop?
Fidelity also did
Sometime
limit,
used
yeah.
Trade Zero, and I tested yesterday, and I were able to purchase GME and EMC there.
That shows you Robinhood really doesn't give a shit what they did.
Oh no, they're scumbags.
Yeah,
So,
well,
I Citadels in their
it's
pocket.
strategy. All of that is strategy. It's even consider even the money they saved yesterday from halting and the bullshit they pulled was estimated over $6 billion. So say even with these lawsuits, even if they get sued for $6 billion or even more, which they won't,
They'll recover.
it's literally like borrowing the money. They can drag this shit out for a long time in court. So meanwhile, they didn't lose $6 billion yesterday that they're on the hook for. So they literally are borrowing that money, and they can earn money off that money the whole time. So now they'll have $100 billion to pay you their $6 billion they stole from you there.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and we're still all out $6 billion.
Yeah, and it was still even way more than that because the snowball effect. If people saw that fucking shoot up, now all of a sudden AMC and all the other ones that are overly shorted, that shit becomes real, and people jump on that like a motherfucker. It becomes a whole fucking big movement.
And the issue with that though is stuff like AMC and stuff that aren't getting as shorted as much as GME was. Is everyone has learned their lesson from shorting too much. So even the big shorters, I think what was it, AMC was only at like 15 or 20% or something like that. The big shorters aren't gonna do the exact same thing. So there's gonna be a whole group of people who go in realizing that, thinking, oh, this is not going to be another GME. Why did I get into this? And they're all going to pull out and crash a bubble, like pop a bubble with that. So GME might just be, a single lone thing. It might not, of course, but if anyone has learned their lesson and has already pulled out of all the other ones, small ones, while GME's been doing this thing, then there could be a lot of bubble pops, and we could do some serious market damage.
But they
I have a question for you guys. Basically, I've read in different places about like a percentage of stocks being shortened from AMC or GME. But honestly, I just don't know. Where can I get this information from? I mean, I want to know how much percent is being shorted right now. Is it something that is accessible for everyone to know?
Yes, it's public.
Yes, it
You
is.
can go check on Market Watch in the stats. Like, there's a percentage for total amounts of shortage.
Does anyone have the figures right now? I'm looking at it right now.
I can check it.
You can go to highshortinterest.com.
Yo, wasn't the plan for the stocks to go down?
Okay, so AMC has a percentage
go
of
below
float
2090?
shorted.
I mean 290.
Yes.
Okay.
How much?
The percentage of float shorted for AMC is 78.97.
That would be live as of close, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, it was as of close. And for GameStop, it's 121%, which means
It's still over 100.
Yeah, that hasn't moved whatsoever, right? I mean,
it was 140 before, so some people take their positions out, but they're still doubling down and holding.
120
The thing is, even when it dropped at 150, they had the chance to bail out, but they didn't like buy. They didn't
doubled
buy,
down, and then we pushed up, and then they tripled down, and pushed up again, and they quadrupled down. They're continuing to push this through. This war.
Don't believe any news that tells you that they bought. They didn't buy for shit.
It's literally like at the at like a casino. When you lose a bet, if you're gonna lose your home, if you are allowed to keep doubling, like double down and do double or nothing, why would you not? Like, who cares if you owe 100 million versus 100 trillion? Like, you're fucked either way. So they're literally they kept increasing their short position because they're betting they can scare everybody off and engineer the media and everywhere else. All the tricks they're going to pull, they're betting.
That's what's going to make us the big bucks.
Don't believe a goddamn thing.
Buying is what's going to make you the big bucks because of that.
As soon as they
and it costs them money,
and then they fucking get out, and then they win. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
They're paying a shitload of interest to carry these positions, so they're costing themselves more and more, and it costs us nothing to hold. So
Here,
we're
listen
holding.
to this. This shit here is the media. in the past 3 days. This is different news.
Some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal
Oh, that's a couple years old. That's not anything new. But
That's not anything new, but this is
the
exactly
company.
shit that
Yeah,
they're still doing.
that's a what that is a yes. What that is a bunch of smaller channels like local news channels and stuff like that. Many of them, I think most of that in that video, that's the one that went viral, went all into one big video. Most of those are all from the Midwest area, I believe. Like
I think this is like
around
Fox News
Nevada
and
area.
CNBC too, though.
Yeah. A lot of them are all owned by the same parent company.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
believe it's an ISP that it is, and the majority of those people all have the same script because it's all sent out to them. So wider news that isn't necessarily national news gets put to all of them, so it's the same script. But not only that, if you go look into that video and you try to find every single one of those things, you'll notice that they're not all from the same company. That was the explanation that the company gave, was that they were all from the same company, but they're not. So that is actually legitimately multiple companies doing that.
Smells sus as fuck.
Yeah, it is. They're huge companies too. You can go and see them. There's one in the Midwest that handles a bunch of them. There's one down here near Florida where I am that does the same thing. There's one up near New York that does the exact same thing. You can find them. They all have the same scripts. It's crazy.
Yeah, you can find infographics that'll show the incestuous relationships between their 6 major companies that control like 90-some% of mainstream media, and you got even shit like
And
Fox
product.
News.
Hey, which website?
Fox News and shit like that, they'll have controlled opposition just so they can't say we're censoring and only allowing one viewpoint you got to agree with. It's like a complaint suggestion box at work. You got to have some pretend semblance of complaint ability.
Yeah, it's just like the people who go to the United States government and try to get one side to lobby for them and one side to lobby against them. They donate to both sides. Like there's major companies that'll donate to the RNC and the DNC.
Yeah, it's all
the same amount of
theater.
money.
It's a puppet show. It's all theater, so that you don't. It's so you feel like you're represented, so that the good fight is still raging on. All you got to do is keep going to work, keep putting money in your 401k, and then one day it'll all be better.
Yep. Don't eat all those avocado toasts.
Yeah, there is no representation.
What brokers?
It's fucking wrong.
Do you guys know about some? Any good Asian brokers?
Any what? Sorry.
Any what?
Good Asian brokers? No idea.
Yeah, like in
sorry, bro.
Asia.
Hey, what brokers let you buy fractions of GME right now?
Yeah,
Fucking.
That's a good question. Like, yeah, what brokerage is a really good brokerage that allows fractional shares?
I think Webull might.
Does it do fractional?
I don't think.
Or do you have to like get invited to fractional like Robinhood
Well,
did?
specifically GME is what I mean. Like,
right.
I know some like change for that one.
Oh,
The guy
trading 2-on-2, you can buy fractionals, I think.
Now I understand. I understand when some places will shut down fractional shares because of volatility, because the company itself can't even acquire it because there's so few to purchase. So that's understandable and not really bad. So there's a bunch of companies already turning off fractional shares that normally would offer it for stuff like this because they literally just can't buy it. They can't get into it.
Yeah. Fidelity offers fractionals.
So going off of that, what is like a good brokerage?
Depends on which country you live in. If you DM me, I can send you a list of brokerages that are around the world.
Who is me?
Okay.
Evan.
Gotcha.
Oh, wait, where was it?
Fidelity for
What's your name?
Evan.
Okay. I'm in Australia. You got anything for me?
I can send you the list, and you can probably choose from there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, or I'd recommend whatever your area is. Google what's an app like Robinhood in, then put your country or your area.
Yeah, and if
there's a
you're
bunch
in
of Canadians,
Europe,
like-
you're fucked, dude. You still have to pay commission.
Say, make sure you pay
Fidelity for
attention.
US.
Not fucking getting boned.
Yeah, do your research. Don't just jump in.
Use American brokers if you're in Europe if they don't have ISK.
No, actually, I'm in Europe and I'm using
Yeah,
Trade
then you have to
Zero.
pay taxes. Depending on what European country. If you're in the UK, it's different, and
No, I'm in Germany.
yeah, and
okay.
it's different there too.
Yeah, I'm in the UK. You don't have to pay tax until things like 12.5k.
Okay. Yeah.
If you have
like you
in Norway, if you have like a stock savings account, ASK,
In Norway, it's different because you're in the EAA, so
which is different from Europe.
Pass.
Oh, we don't have, but if you have that, you don't have to pay taxes until you pull it out.
Yeah, but that is what I mean. You still have to pay taxes, but like here in Sweden, we don't have the capital gain.